Okay, see if any of the Jow servers are up. Oh, off to a good start here. Don't have the range targets mod. Oh boy, do I still have OVGME installed? Maybe not. Fuck. No. User Steve. Something like that. No, save games. There we go. DCS. Shit. User Steve. Saved games. DCS. Shit.
Now I have to go in the potty.
Okay, mods. Okay, just copying some of the skins and mods and stuff into the game folder. I don't know, I might have either reinstalled Windows or maybe the game just went through a major patch or something like that and I've lost all my stuff. I think I've got a backup of my control bindings and stuff like that, which will hopefully save some time, but we'll find out in a minute here. been, oh, God, probably like, I don't know, 5 or 6 months since the last time I've flown in DCS. Okay, give this a try. Did I not just enable that? Oh, fuck. Fuck you, idiot. Okay, that might do it. And before I forget, I'm gonna... Nah, fuck it. Okay, there we go. I think we're going to Nevada, I guess. Looks like I got the password right and everything. I'm connecting, and might take a minute. If I lost all my settings, then usually the first time you load into a map, there's a bunch of, I don't know, shader compiling or who knows what that goes on. Oh no, it looks like we're pretty good. I don't have SRS running. That's okay. I'm not going to talk to anybody. SRS being a simple radio standalone. It's like a external voice chat program that ties into the game, so it uses the actual frequencies that your aircraft radios are tuned to. Okay, so I'm gonna grab 761 there, tail number. That's my jet at Nellis Air Force Base, just north of Las Vegas. Fuck. Frame rate is not great, but Nellis is a pretty big base. Okay, here we go. Head is centered. Let's hide that. Okay, my throttle is not bound properly. My stick and my rudders and my pedals appear to be. And also my track IR is feeling way too sensitive here. So we're going to go speed. Yeah, we'll try that. Okay, I like riding a bike here. Let's get started up. Oh, no. Idiot. Already screwing it up. Flip on the master battery switch. We got battery power. Auxiliary power unit is on and spinning up. Okay. Fuck. Auxiliary power unit is ready. We're gonna go right engine to crank. We're gonna monitor the engine RPM here. Once the engine is cranking, we are going to advance the right throttle to idle. Yeah, she's getting nice and hot now. My pinky wheel on my throttle, the potentiometer is getting pretty dirty. That's why it gets all jittery at certain positions. Okay, right engine is running. The left engine cranking, do the same thing. While that is spinning up, we're going to go ahead and set the inertial navigation system to ground alignment, because that takes a little while. Hide the stick. left engine throttle to idle. And now what I usually do is I start at the left rear and kind of just work my way around the cockpit. There's all sorts of realistic stuff that you're supposed to do that I don't do. I'm not going to do like my bleed air tests and all my bit tests for every single system, but I'm just going to go back here. I'm going to turn on the OBOGs, the onboard oxygen generation system. I'm going to go ahead and hit the SCS reset switch and the takeoff trim switch. Looking around here, it's daytime and clear, but you know what, I'm still going to turn on my position formation lights here. Go flaps to half. Turn on the left DDI, the right DDI, the MFCD, the HUD. What else do I got to do here? It's been a while. We'll turn on the helmet mounted queuing system and then I don't have my buttons here. I gotta figure out my controls here. TWCS throttle, load profile. And if I were my ship, where would I be? Where do I have my things backed up? Oh, never mind, I have them in here. So, what am I on? TWCS. So we'll go with this and pick whatever's my newest one. Sure, November 2020, that's probably pretty good. T16000, same thing. Nope, still not working. I should be able to hit a button on my stick to hide the helmet mounted display here. And I think what I usually have to do is go to my throttle and hit modifiers. Modifier, throttle. That button is going to now be a modifier. And throttle. That button is now going to be a modifier. And voila, there we go. On, off, on, off. Okay. What else are we going to do here? Turn the radar on. Zoom in here and have a look here. Our INS alignment is still going on. Oh, I should have hit... Fuck, I don't know how to do that. There's like a saved heading thing that makes it a lot faster, but I don't know how to do it. They've been adding stuff to this aircraft since I've been playing it. I just turned my electronic countermeasures to standby, my dispenser to bypass, turn on my radar warning receiver. Don't need any interior lights or anything. We'll set the radar altimeter warning to 200 feet. Engage the standby attitude indicator. Still waiting on INS, probably forgetting lots of other shit here. Might as well and strap up here, you know, might as well take some crap. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take the 409. High vis, ISO, sure, take that one. And we'll go, oh yeah, got here. Smoke generator, AIM-9X on the wingtip, and what are we going to do here? I'll do 2 GBU-12s. go fucking double ugly, be real cool here. Fuel tank there. AIM 120. Fuel tank on the center station. Over here we have the Lightning targeting pod. Station 3, what do we do? 2 GD12s there. That fuel tank weighs about 2,000 pounds. So we do have an asymmetric load here. Ah, fuck it. We're gonna put that. You know what? Bombs. Make you a single G12, double rack there, and a single here. There we go. Another A9. Okay, and the ground crew's gonna get that going here. We got ESO's plane here, looking fly as hell.
Refueling complete.
Oh, not that.
Flight controls. Flight controls. Rearming complete.
Oh, getting chirped at by my wife in the YouTube chat. Yeah. Okay, back in the cockpit. I heard the jokers say rearming complete. How's our INS alignment doing? Yeah, if I were to go to horizontal situation indicator with data, there's like stored heading. There we go. Ah, I should have done that all along. Now my INS alignment will only take about a minute or so, I think. Let's check the situation here. Oh god, there's shit everywhere here.
Well.
Yo.
It isn't ESO.
What's up, Bow?
Gonna take a peeky here at what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm flying a FA-18 Charlie out of Nellis Air Force Base in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I have no idea what's going on here, but I can see a bunch of red guys on the map, so I'm going to go try and blow them up. Okay, so these are some Russian tanks. I have no idea if this is set up, like this is just running on one of my Flight Sim Squadron servers. I don't know if there's if this is like a live fire thing, if there might be bad guys out here, they're going to shoot back. I have no idea.
So you might go over there and die.
Oh, you know what? I'm probably going to die no matter what. Dude, it has been 6 months probably since the last time I've flown this. I don't remember
really
the controls. My shit's half bound.
Have you just taken some time off Flight Sim?
Yeah, just busy with life and kids and stuff like that.
Yeah,
and,
that's usually what happens. Me
and the boys, in my evenings, instead of sort of spending 2 or 3 hours flying Flight Sim, we all got into Valheim. So it was kind of nice because you could just jump on Valheim for half an hour, and do something. Whereas Flight Sim's got a little bit of more of a time commitment.
Yeah,
all right. So my
now is Valheim good?
Yeah, if you like, I don't know, it's like Minecraft except better, kind of. I don't know.
It's been described to me as Viking Minecraft.
Yeah, that might have been me who described it to you like that. That's exactly how I describe it.
It might be.
All right.
But yeah, once I get my PC, I might be hopping on there because Viking Minecraft sounds beautiful.
Yeah, let's fucking have a taxi here. Check my control surfaces.
Make sure you still know what's going on.
Well, and like make sure, like I already checked once. I did this, like I showed my controls and like gave her one of these. You know, make sure my rudder pedals are going and stuff. Because like there have been lots of times where like I just am drunk and just hop on and start a takeoff roll and realize like half of my controls aren't bound properly or anything.
That's fair. I need to get this as well.
Yeah, I hope, I can't remember what quality I set on Discord. I hope the quality's okay.
It's kind of choppy for me, but my laptop is really shitty with Wi-Fi, so that might be the case.
I don't know, I'm streaming, I'm like screen sharing on Discord and I'm streaming to YouTube right now, so like that's probably,
Oh, that
That's
could
what-
have something to do
Yeah,
with
the
it.
YouTube's much better.
that's a lot of, upload bandwidth on my part. Yeah, look at me, just Hollywood taxiing wherever I want.
Is there anyone else there with you? Or is that
No, I'm
just-
pretty sure I'm by myself on the server. Yeah.
So you guys have like a dedicated server for you guys?
Yeah, we have 3 dedicated servers. Yeah, so I don't remember if you ever watched any of my streams the couple of times that I was doing like iRacing or F1, but right now I'm wearing my hat. I've got track IR going, so
Yeah,
I can like,
yeah,
I can, like,
I
look
remember
around
that.
and stuff. You know, I can like move my head and kind of clip through the cockpit a little bit. But yeah, man,
I think I'd like that a lot more than VR because I don't know. I feel like VR would really fuck with my eyes.
oh god, where am I? Fuck. You know, I don't have any like fucking. I haven't like looked at an airport chart here. No, I gotta go down all the way to.
But yeah, I feel like if I was to do anything with like tracking, it would definitely be that hat setup.
Yeah, I have both. VR is amazing in a lot of ways. Like it's super immersive. Like right now,
Yeah.
I hope you can see my little yellow my yellow crosshairs here, my mouse cursor that I'm moving around by my heads-up display. So like I'm looking at my heads-up display and it's like just like a flat image on my monitor here. When you're in VR, it's so much more realistic. Like I look down here and this stuff is like wrapping around my hips on like the side consoles. The heads-up display looks like it's like 10 feet out in front of you because that's how heads-up displays actually work. They like oh god, what's the term? They're like focused off into infinity. Like they're not just projected on the glass. Like they focus off in the distance. So like you're almost, even if you're focusing on something out in front of the cockpit, the heads-up display will still be in focus to your eyes. And it's like,
Yep.
just like the physical perspective you get in VR is amazing. But right now I'm playing, like I'm looking at my screen. I'm only about 2.5 feet away from my monitor, and it's a 27-inch 1440p monitor, and like it looks so much sharper and crisper than my VR headset can do. Like when I'm in VR, like I have to like zoom in pretty far to read my displays and stuff like that, whereas here, like I can see everything pretty easily.
So it's whatever you feel on that day, really.
Yeah, and I mean, like, there's a lot of guys that I fly flight sim with that once they went VR, they're like, there's no way I can go back. And to me, that's how I feel about head tracking in general. Like, whether it's VR or just head tracking like this, like, I cannot go back. Like, I can't play with just, like, a fixed, centered view looking straight forward. Like, I just can't.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like I like the head tracking a lot more than the VR, because like VR is obviously badass, but I don't know. Just I feel like wearing something like that kind of fuck with me.
Yeah, so anyhow, this is amazing. Like, dude, every single switch, knob, button is interactable in here.
I have to get this. I have to buy a yoke as well.
Yeah,
I don't feel like
depends what you want to do. If you
well
are
with my
if you
Xbox
like
controller.
if you like, you know what? There are some guys that manage to fly DCS adequately with an Xbox controller, but like it's pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, so depending on what you're really into, if you like combat flight simulators, get a stick and a throttle, like a separate, like a HOTAS, like a two device thing. So like your right hand is on the stick and your left hand is on the dedicated throttle. But if you like civilian flight sims, then yokes are pretty cool. So I'm gonna go ahead over here.
I like both though.
Canopy
So
switch.
that's
Yeah,
the
in which
issue.
case I'd get the combat setup. Like, you know, I can fly civilian stuff with my combat
Yeah.
stuff just fine. But I
Exactly.
wouldn't be able to fly combat stuff with my civilian setup. Okay,
That's why I'm leaning towards
canopy
the-
is closed.
the
Ejection
joystick.
seat is armed.
You should try it just to make sure.
You should test the.
Oh, I got nose wheel steering set. We're gonna go ahead and disable nose wheel steering on the takeoff roll here.
Test the ejection.
Don't worry. Almost all of my flights either end
And then that.
either end with an emergency ejection or a celebratory ejection. Okay, so we're gonna go
We'll
brakes
get to
on.
see that.
Brakes on. I'm going to advance my my throttles to about 80% RPM here. Holding the brakes. I have no caution lights. Everything's looking pretty good here. Fuck, what have I
This
forgotten
shit
to do?
is so ridiculous.
Let's turn on my... Come on, you. Fuck, what's going on here? Why won't you work? What? Okay, why
I
is
forgot
my,
how realistic this is. It's
why
so
is my
stupid.
upfront controller not working? Oh, here we go, autopilot. Why can't I turn on my IFF? I can't turn on my identify friend foe transceiver. IFF on. Oh. Okay, turn on the data link. On. Not that I'm flying with anybody else, but we might have, and I don't even know, there might be a friendly AWACS or something in the air that will feed me radar data. What do we got up here? I got 2 tankers. Those are refueling.
So
Oh, yeah,
I'm
I
assuming green is good.
I got an
then
E3 here. So here's a friendly.
Oh, hey!
Here's a friendly E3 in the air. He'll feed me on my situational awareness page. He will feed me information about other shit. So here I am now. The screen now that I've set my scale to 160 miles. So this is 320 miles in diameter now. And I can go here and I can move this guy around. So I don't know what we've got here. These guys aren't, I'm not getting any information on these. But over here, I have, fuck, what is this? At 32,000 feet, traveling Mach 0.6, I'm pretty sure that's the AWACS. I got a red thing over here, which is at 14,000 feet. At, what is that? At heading 3-3, so north-northwest.
Shoot it down.
I might, fuck, that's like 100 miles away though. It'll take me minutes and minutes to get there. Okay,
Nah.
my radar is on, my radar warning receiver is on. Oh, let's turn on, get my targeting pod warming up. The switch says forward looking infrared, but not entirely accurate. But anyhow, where were we? Fucking brakes on, fucking engines up, fucking full burner YOLO, let's do this.
Fucking full burner, man.
Dude, what am I gonna do? Take over not in burner like a bitch? It's too bad the server
I
just
was thinking
happened.
balls. We go with
Server
burners.
just happens to be running this map in Nevada. Okay, flaps up, gear up. So there's no aircraft carrier. Otherwise, I would have fucking gone to the boat.
Yeah, and you can't fucking bomb Ferrari World over there.
Oh yeah,
in,
no, that's over.
Abu
in fucking-
Dhabi.
Yeah. All right,
I remember that.
Still
You're like,
in burner.
oh, you told me to not bomb this. Okay, we're gonna bomb the living shit out of it.
All right. 400 knots, 25-degree climb. Staying in burner.
Oh, burner all the time.
Well, I mean, so here's my fuel consumption. Let's see. Here, I can maintain this climb. Fucking go heads down here. Let's look at the fuel. No, FPAS, the fuel calculation computer. So, right now I have. Is that? Fuck. What's my? Will it tell me what my current consumption is? I can't remember. But I've probably got about 10 minutes of fuel at full burner. Hey, we're up to 22,000 feet.
Already? Yeah, no big deal.
It's
been about a minute.
And dude, the F-18 isn't even like crazy powerful or anything like that. Like here, let's go fucking vertical here. Lose some speed real quick. Use the horizon to figure out when I'm at true vertical here. And we're losing speed. We're gonna start stalling here pretty quick. 31,000. Throttle back and just we're just going ballistic here. We're just gonna fucking let the plane drift.
Stall warning.
Oh, fuck. Who cares? Fuck you. Nose down.
Fucking blow me.
There's the city of Las Vegas over here. There's the Las Vegas Strip. There's McCarran Airport. Is that what it's called? The one right in downtown Vegas over there in the distance. There's
I think so.
There's Nellis that we just took off from. There's a racetrack there, like the Vegas Speedway or something like that. I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, the NASCAR track.
Yeah. Dude, I've tried a couple of times to land a World War II plane on that track. But it's not that the track is too small, but man, World War II planes are
Fucking massive.
Well, no, it's not even that. It's just they're hard to control. I'm not very good at it.
That too, yeah. Well, if you think about it, it was like the 30s and 40s, so the aero practices were not great.
Hey, World War II is when we invented jet. Well, not we, but jet wasn't invented.
What?
Yeah, the Germans invented the jet engine.
I mean, yeah.
The Germans fielded 2 combat jets in World War II.
Wait, did the Asians...
As bad as the Germans were, they like the technological advancements they had were like pretty crazy. Like this, aside from the whole like killing the Jews thing.
We're now onto one of my favorite subjects. But what about all the good things Hitler did?
Well, okay. Like, he was a terrible fucking person, but like as far as technological advancements go, like the Germans were pretty smart.
Yeah.
Like if he didn't kill all the Jews, like he'd be regarded as one of the best men in history.
I don't know.
Well,
Okay.
yeah. If he didn't have the
He
whole
also,
Holocaust
like,
thing.
ran his army on meth.
Yeah, but so did the fucking Americans. Let's be real
Okay,
here.
we're gonna start setting up our bombs here. I have 1, 2, 3, 4
You-
500 pound laser
Mate,
guided
you act like
dumb
you weren't
bombs.
coked up in Vietnam. Like,
Dude, come on! I'm simulating a U.S. Navy fighter pilot experience right now. Like, obviously, there's some amphetamines involved here.
yeah, that's just what like war
Mode,
was.
auto, electronic
Everyone's
fuse
fucking
to
coked up.
instantaneous. Gonna set my their laser following code to 1761. I'm gonna step to the next station, do the same thing. Oop. Or am I? Code.
Yeah, now I have no idea what you're doing.
So I'm configuring my laser guided bombs. And more specifically, I'm setting the laser code that they are going to try to home in on. So if here, you know what? Before I fucking kill myself here, let's just go autopilot. Well, I'm already on autopilot.
So-
Look at that. Look how clever I am.
So what is there like specific codes for certain things? Like
No, it's just a way to deconflict. So these are my bombs.
Yep.
With they're like a dumb bomb, except they've been modified to have a laser seeker on the front, and
a dumb
and
bomb with a laser seeker.
well, and the fins can flap around to provide guidance. But the bomb, it's not a missile. It doesn't have a rocket engine or anything like that. So it's still just gravity and its own little wings to guide it. So like you need to point it in the right area. Which is probably going to be an adventure for me because here, where am I? If you look just under my left engine there, that is the targeting pod, which I'm going to go ahead and how do I do this? Uncage. Oh, there we go. Uncaged it. So now you should be able to see. Oh, where's it looking? I'm trying to find the glass eyeball on it. Oh, there we go. See? Now I got a picture, so I'm gonna go back out to outside. Oh yeah, see? Look, there's the eyeball.
Yep.
You can see where that thing's looking.
Yep.
How am I doing on gas? Oh, still good. I'm not ready to drop my tanks yet. Okay, so now this has all changed since the last time I flew, and I'm gonna be terrible at like figuring out how to do useful things with my targeting pod. So the first thing I'm going to do before I forget is I'm going to arm my laser. Oh, I'm going to hit my master arm switch and go to air to ground master mode. This thing just took over. Oh, there's my air to ground radar scan. Now I'm going to turn on my laser spot designator. Go back to my targeting pod here. I'm going to set the code for my laser designator to the same code that my bombs are going to track. So because I'm going to be providing my own targeting information, so my targeting pod is going to be shooting a laser at a target, and then my bomb is going to follow that laser to the target. You can buddy laze, or the laser spot could be provided by ground troops or a different aircraft. UAVs, unmanned aerial vehicles, drones, reapers, that kind of stuff. Yeah, but I'm going to do it myself, so I need to make sure it's on the right thing. And now what I need to do is figure out where the fuck I am, what the fuck I'm doing. Alright. Oh, so look here. So there's some Reaper drones flying around here. Those guys are probably they're probably these guys are probably providing a laser too, but I'm not even going to bother to look up what their code is.
I know this from Call of Duty. The Reapers.
Actually, I might even be able to find, someone might have written it in the briefing. Oh yeah, see, look, the airborne JTACs are lasing on 1388, 1488, and 1588. So we might try that, but first we're going to try and find them ourselves. So I need to come southwest. So right now I'm cruising. I'm now my fuel consumption is way down. I'm on altitude autopilot, so I'm at 11,000 feet, pretty low. But it'll just hold me there, and my speed is 360 nautical miles per hour. And I'll maintain that, and that's like a super easy cruising speed that like sips fuel, and I can do that all day in this thing. Where's that going? West, southwest. So I'm going to see if I can get my targeting pod pointed at those tanks and see if I can find a target. And so you can see that little diamond.
Yep.
Moving around up there. But I have no idea where these guys even are. I've got to come way more south. be pretty close to me here. Oh, what do we got here? What have we here? Oh, it's just a crater or something. Oh boy. No joy.
So this may be a stupid question, but do afterburners still run off of air intake?
Oh yeah.
I didn't know if it was just like kind of a rocket engine. Where
No, I guess they get most of their air through the regular jet turbine. Oh, what do we have here? What do we have here? They probably are scavenging a lot of air around the outside of the engine as well, but I feel like that air is not going to be at enough pressure to be really useful, and it's the air that has been compressed by the turbine is really what they need.
Okay.
But that's a good question. I don't really understand the science of it, because I would assume that the jet engine at its non-afterburning mode is efficient enough that it's using the overwhelming majority of the available oxygen in the intake stream, but I don't know. I wonder if there's a separate passage or something like that through the turbine that feeds air to the afterburner.
I always thought that like the regular jet engine was obviously just regular air intake from the I don't know, whatever main shit there is, and then like the afterburner was like a rocket setting where
No, the afterburner, as the name suggests, just is adding additional fuel after the engine.
okay, so it's just like
I got slow fucking down.
you've got
Holy
combustion
fuck,
from the
that's here,
engine, and then basically it's combusting after.
Oh, fuck, you are mine. So I'm gonna go ahead and...
I'm gonna look it up now, how afterburners
that.
work.
Oh, fuck, I could have dropped a bomb right now. Fuck, this low, like I'm at the right... you know what? Nah, no, I'm not gonna try it. I'm not set up. I'm not gonna waste my time. Gonna zoom out here. And let's fucking climb up here. Normally, I do my auto bombing from like 30,000 feet.
Ah, okay. So it injects fuel directly into the exhaust, and then it literally just burns whatever oxygen is left.
Yeah, okay. Because that's what I was just wondering, if the regular jet engine was so efficient that there wasn't enough oxygen left in the exhaust stream to be useful. But I guess it must be.
Yeah. That's why it's so inefficient, though, is because it's just kind of throwing whatever it can. That is very interesting, though. I did not know that.
So you see now I've turned my helmet mounted display. Oh, it's right behind me. You can almost see that diamond right behind me now. So like I can use this to have an idea visually of how to orient myself towards the target.
Now, in the sim, what would happen if you opened your canopy right now?
Well, let's see. I wouldn't die immediately. I am at 27,000 feet, So I probably would need to dive down to a lower altitude because there's not enough air to breathe out here, and my bottled oxygen supply won't last very long. That's why this thing has what's called OBOGs, onboard oxygen generation system. It uses bleed air from the engine intake because it's compressed and scavenges oxygen from that. All right, 32,000 feet. Good enough. Coming back around on target. Going to be attacking from the I don't even know where I am. I thought I was to the south, but I might not be. Oh no, I'm from the north. I am fucking ass backwards. With a single 500-pound bomb. Gonna try and put it right through one of these Russian battle tanks' fucking windshield. So here, I've got some weapons information in my heads-up display here. You can see I'm at my current speed. I'm 80 seconds away from my release point. I'm 14 and change miles from target. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just fly level. Oh god, where'd my target go? Oh no, he's there. Just gotta zoom in. I'm just going to fly level, and I'm just going to let the bomb fall off my plane from 32,000 feet, and the laser designator will provide guidance all the way to target. Kind of trim out here. I'm rolling left. Oh, and my hat switch does not appear to be bound to trim. Okay, what I gotta do here? I gotta go make sure my trigger is boxed there so that I can use my gun trigger to turn on the laser. And so this is great. I've got 10 seconds to drop, and I'm just going to start holding down my pickle button here, my weapon release key.
Pickle button.
Yeah. And I can just hold it down, and once that line got through my velocity vector, hey, I just dropped a bomb. Can I look at it? Yeah, look at that bomb. Look at that guy go. So now, I'm just going to slow down a little bit. I'm going to pay attention to my targeting here. I'm going to zoom in on this motherfucker right here. Oh, come on, we can zoom right in here, buddy. There we go. Now, I don't know how this is going to work. My laser should come on. So yeah, here we go. We've got 5 seconds to laser. Yeah, so now my laser is transmitting, and I'm 6 seconds to impact here. We should get the Desert Storm fucking CNN footage from 1991 here. There you go. Fucking shack. His buddies have are scurrying.
Okay, it's fine.
All right. Oh, fuck, who's next? Now, how do I change my track modes? I can't remember. I can set my targeting pod to automatically track a moving target. Like if I lock it onto one of those tanks and the tank was rolling down the road, it would stay on it. What do we got here? I have an unknown. 126 miles away, 23,000 feet. So now I'm down to, fuck, I really wish my trim was bound. Here, let's go, attitude, hold, autopilot. Keep me straight level for a sec, because I need to go into here, and I need to go trim. Why is my trimmer switch not working? Fuck, it's supposed to be working. It's all bound. Trim. Oh, there we go. Working now. Fucking trimming her back out. Especially now because I dropped one of my bombs that was on this station right here. So I've got a single here, and I had a double racked here. I've dropped one here, so suddenly that side of my plane is 500 pounds lighter, and I need to trim to compensate. Okay, let's go blow up another tank here. Oh, and also,
the life of ESO.
I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to selectively jettison my center and right inner station, and I'll try to go to external view here. There goes my two empty external fuel tanks. So that'll save on drag quite a bit.
Now, are those just gonna hit the ground and blow up?
No, they'll hit the ground and like shatter into a million pieces probably. You know, in real,
just dropped them on someone's house.
Well, hold up. Look where I am. I'm in the middle of fucking. Well,
Okay.
actually, no. I'm not in a restricted area. There could be civilians here, I guess. But I mean, in training in Nevada, they wouldn't jettison them anyway. They'd bring them home, right? Those cost money.
Yeah.
But like, man, fuck that.
This is a sim.
Hey, like, listen. I'm not. This isn't a training mission. I am blowing up Russian battle tanks. Like, there are foreign aggressors on American soil here. This is no holds barred.
I just want to know how Russian battle tanks got on in Las Vegas. That's.
Haven't you ever seen Red Dawn?
Yeah.
That's
I don't know if that's normal or not, if it's a bug in this game. But after every drop, I need to turn my laser spot designator power switch back on. Okay, so now we're gonna zoom in. Oh, we're pretty far away. Oh no, I should be able to zoom more than that. Oh, there we go. I didn't have my throttle designator controller focused on this screen, so I was doing stuff and moving it around on this one and wondering why I wasn't zooming in further up here. Noob. So it's kind of cool. I've got my artificial horizon, kind of my attitude indicator here. My target. Here's my distance to target. My time to release. You can fly and drop your bomb just looking at this. Like, I don't need to be looking up at where I'm going. I can be looking down here, and I can tell I'm slightly right of target. So I'm going to come left. Oh, there we go. Back a little too much. Gonna make sure my my flight path indicator is right on that vertical bomb fall line. And I'm also at 30,000 feet with a laser guided bomb. Like, my bomb, I could be off by a bit, and like my bomb will find its way there. You know, it's got 30,000 feet of room to play with to get back on target. Speaking of switch, though, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, and pickle. So now I don't need to stay right on target. I can come over here. able to pick them out visually here. No, not sure where they are. That's okay. I'll just watch on TV. Oh, there we go. Hard to tell without zooming in, but hey, there is another crater where a tank used to be. Yeah, that tank looks surprisingly not bad, but the game told me I blew it up. Okay, last one. We're gonna go no laser. We're gonna go mode CCIP. So that means now, if you look up, here, turn that off. Now I've got what's called the ball and chain. So if I were to drop my bomb right now, where that plus is, that cross is hitting the ground, is where my bomb would drop. So I'm going to try and do a slightly older school manual bombing run here. So there's where they are. Yeah, I say older school as I'm using my helmet-mounted heads-up display and my targeting pod to point me at the target. Fuel 6.9, still doing good on gas. Well, maybe I'll go refuel. I'll go find a tanker after this. This is a part of the game that I'm not very good at, this sort of manual bombing.
Just do it like a junker. Just get right on top of them, vertical straight down.
Okay, 18,000 feet, going pretty fast. 6 miles to target. Target is right there. Inside 5 miles, I'm gonna cut my throttle, pull out my speed brake, speed brake to full. Oh, I rolled in way too early, way too early.
Alright, I'm heading to bed.
Way too early. What are you doing?
Fuck both of you. I love you.
Take it easy, Bow.
Hey, man, that's not-
Fuck, this ain't gonna happen.
You got it. I believe you.
No, my bomb isn't gonna travel far enough. Look at all those tanks. Drop some flares to be cool. Yeah, let's have a couple more. Got some chaff too.
Now, did these things ever shoot back? Like, of course, the tanks, but are there like any SAMs or anything? Like
Oh
that?
yeah, there's SAMs for sure. In fact, I guess these guys did not shoot back, but I was all half expecting them to like open up with machine guns on me. Oh yeah, there's
Right. Yeah. 'Cause you're pretty
there are a bunch of SAMs somewhere. Oh, maybe not. Maybe there are no SAMs. Oh yeah, here we go. SAMs.
Wait, did that say Roland? I thought Rolands were Sugarman.
Yeah, they, so whoever made this mission file that's running on the server right now, is trying to simulate the U.S. Air Force's, big red flag training exercise. So, there would be, a bunch of NATO people here, but plus, like, we are kind of constrained by what is in the game, like, in terms of what kind of units and stuff we can put down. Oh fuck, I'm flying over the target. Oh god. Oh, this is gonna end poorly. this noise?
Altitude. Altitude.
Yeah, fucking pop off. And I also am using barometric. I should probably use radar altimeter, because Nevada is actually kind of high.
Altitude. Altitude. Pull up, pull up.
Okay.
Oh, what caliber of cannon does this thing have?
That I couldn't tell you.
Like, are you actually doing these T90s?
Oh, probably not. Okay, what do I need? I need one of these tankers. So what do we got? Either 55 X-ray, 66 Yankee, 64 Yankee, or 62 Yankee. So we'll try 62, 64, and 66 Yankee first. So I'm gonna start using the TACAN, I don't know, tactical aerial communication to the navigation or something like that. And I'm gonna figure out who is the closest tanker that I can refuel off of. Turn on the TACAN. We're gonna go. I turned it to air mode. I'm gonna go 6-2 Yankee. Enter. Go over here to my horizontal situation indicator. I'm gonna hit TACAN. And you are 62 Yankee. You're 100 miles north of me. 64 Yankee. You are 88 miles southeast of me. 66 Yankee. 63 miles north of me. And what was the other one? 55 X-ray. You're not even on my map. So anyhow, 64 Yankee, I think you're the guy. Hey, look at that. Rolled in right on him. Okay, we're going to go to turn off that. And get rid of my target. Okay, so here is the tanker. I don't know what altitude he's at yet, but I'm at 36,000. He's going to be lower than that. This is probably him here. 24,000 feet, and he's moving my left to right. Fuck. What is 64? Oh, he's on 264 megahertz. So I'm going to go radio 1 to 264000. I'm going to bring up my radio 1 menu. I'm going to go tanker. I'm going to assume your Texaco. I want your gas.
Chevy 1-1. Request rejoin. Chevy 1-1. Texaco 2-1. Proceed to pre-contact at 24,000 at 270.
like a boss. I'm gonna leave that on autopilot while I try to let my cat out here. Come on, cat. Okay, back, sit down, recenter the track IR. Still 58 miles from this guy. Just for shits and giggles, I'm going to try to find him with my air-to-air radar. Air-to-air mode. He's... How far away is he? 50 miles. What do we got here? So here I have him, my air-to-air radar. Okay, don't need that though. He's moving my right to my left now, so I'm gonna try to intercept a little bit. Right here. Oh, here we go. Here's my tanker. Yeah, he's moving left to right. That's better. Getting down to 2,500 pounds of fuel. I'm still being pretty aggressive with my fuel though, because I know I'm headed to a tanker, and also I don't have any real official bingo fuel levels or emergency fuel levels or anything like that to worry about. This guy is flying mostly away from me, so it is taking a while to catch up, though.
Why isn't he being a bro and flying towards you?
Oh, he's just staying on his established track. He's probably got like some sort of like oval or racetrack pattern that he flies all day, every day.
What a life.
In real life, it's not. They don't do it unless it's kind of an emergency. But they would, if they needed to, they would.
Right.
As long as the skies were clear, they would redeploy the tankers closer to where they were absolutely needed. So now I got this guy 70 miles away.
I mean, you still got that sideline.
I got two sidewinders and an AMRAM. Yeah, I don't have a lot of gas for playtime right now though, so hopefully, I don't know. They are.
Right. Yeah. Texaco.
Yeah, but I mean, those guys are like 70, 60 miles. Inside 60 miles is close. Like and um, they are headed directly for us, or directly for the tanker maybe. So this could get interesting. Who knows? So AWACS has them flying away though. Just starting to get this guy visual. Oh yeah, you can see his contrail. Yeah. Let's zoom in here. Like that. Okay, now that I'm getting close to this guy, I'm going to go ahead and switch my radar into standby. No, I think I have to go all the way off. So that I don't give the crew on the tanker cancer. You absolutely don't have to do that in the game, but you know what? If you're flying the simulator, you might as well.
Right, yeah, real life simulation.
Yeah, fuck, I am getting low on gas here. 1,100 pounds, no problem.
This reminds me of the part I least liked in Kerbal Space Program, and that's docking.
Oh, fuck. Oh no. Yeah, that is my tanker. Fuck, my zoom thing is just fucking wigging out here. Okay, before I forget, I'm gonna go ahead and extend my probe. Do some Just Friends probing here. Okay, I'm still quite a bit faster than him. Might need to bring the speed brake out a little bit. I believe he said his speed was 270. Oh, I haven't aerial refueled in like fucking forever.
So, correct me if I'm wrong, but this has aerial refueling because it's a Navy plane, right? Like, not most land planes have that.
No, that's incorrect. But what they do have are two different types. So you'll see as I get closer to this tanker, you'll see how this works. The U.S. Navy and most of NATO use what's called probe and drogue refueling. So the tanker will let out a long hose with a big basket on the end, and it'll just trail out this basket behind it, and I will fly up and insert my probe into the basket. The U.S. Air Force use what's called the flying boom refueling. So that's where the plane, the receiver aircraft, flies right behind the tanker aircraft and below it, and the tanker aircraft extends out a rigid pole And there is a guy laying down, facing backwards in the tanker with like a joystick that guides the pole a little bit, and he inserts it into a slot on the receiver aircraft. And so it's a little bit more finicky, but it can transfer the fuel at a higher pressure, so it transfers a bit faster.
Yeah, because I was thinking, I mean, I've been to a couple aviation museums, and I always see the Navy planes with the Pro, but I never saw, like, land.
Yeah, if you watch like an F-16 or an F-22 refueling, or even like other like large planes like that E3 AWACS with the big radar dish on the top, like it can refuel off of a flying boom tanker. Oh, fucking going too fast here. Fucking idiot. Ooh, I have not done this in a long time. Close enough. Got a little bit of a video game help there, I think. So if you look down at my fuel gauge, I'm already starting to receive, but so this requires a lot of a light touch on both the stick and the throttle. Throttle control is pretty critical here. So I'm constantly making these little forward and back movements with my throttle. Like my throttle is almost never stationary for more than a few seconds at a time. Fuck. Just fucking take my time. Reset, fucking get control of my plane, smooth it out, stop fucking yo-yoing back and forth this hard. Getting into what's called PIO, Pilot Induced Oscillation.
Return pre-contact.
Oh, fuck you. Asshole's reeling his hose in.
Ready, pre-contact.
He's like, are you done?
Cleared contact.
He's like, shit, or get off the pot, buddy. Well, I used to be able to do this in my sleep at night. the tanker is in a left-hand turn too. It's in a left-hand orbit.
Contact. You're taking fuel.
How much fuel have you expended just trying to refuel?
I don't know. Probably like 600 pounds. My plane can hold just under 12,000 pounds total.
Wait, is that what you started?
I
Wasn't the extra
started
things?
with close to 15,000, I think, because I had two 2,000 pound external drop tanks.
Wow, so the afterburners really did eat up a lot of that.
Oh yeah. And like the afterburner is hard on the plane too, like from a maintenance perspective. So in real life, they're not using the afterburners all that often.
Right, yeah.
Transfer complete. Disconnect.
All right, there we are. Oh, 11,000 pounds. Okay, probe away. Oh, what? Why is my off-bore sight not working here? Oh, what? Oh, devastating. That's some poor missile employment there.
just now got to the missile. I'm watching it on YouTube. Why did they just turn away like that?
I don't know. I might have been doing something
Oh,
wrong with my
I-
sidewinders there.
I did see a little bit of trail of like maybe flares.
Yeah, after
But I
the
don't
second
think it was
sidewinder, he did drop flares. Oh look, we could go commit a war crime here.
Oh, you're gonna use the cannons. Oh wait, no, you're gonna kill the shooter.
L2-1 on station at bullseye 242 for 110 at 24,000.
Well, anyhow.
So why do planes even have cannons nowadays?
What's that? Oh, it's
Like-
still happens.
Do they really get dogfight range with
Oh,
all these like
almost never.
massively long-range missiles?
Almost never, and in fact, in the F-35, it's removable. Like it doesn't have a permanently mounted internal gun. It has a removable gun pod. But back in the Vietnam War and before the Vietnam War, all the think tank people who make these kind of strategic decisions said, okay, you know what, we've got air-to-air missiles now, right? We've got these heat-seeking sidewinder missiles. Like the day of guns is done, right? Like no one's ever going to need a gun on an airplane again. And so they sent F-4 Phantoms into Vietnam and got performed terribly against Russian aircraft. Because they kept getting into these closer range dogfights than they expected and had no gun. And so ever since, I think everyone always says like, oh, there's no need to have a gun, but like the U.S. military goes like, well, hey, you know what, we were wrong about that once before, so we're gonna err on the side of caution here.
I don't know.
Okay.
In hindsight, I would say the Vietnam era was early to like abandon the gun.
Yeah.
Mostly because like the missile technology isn't like today. Like today, you can
Oh.
put a whole bunch of missiles on your.
Oh yeah, and like the missiles back then were so like even like they didn't have radar guided missiles, I don't think.
Right, yeah.
At least not at the start of the
Tracked engines, right?
Vietnam War. What's that?
They just tracked heat signatures. Is what I
Yeah,
thought.
that's right. They had heat-seeking missiles, but they weren't very good, and they didn't have incredible range or incredibly sophisticated guidance. So the earliest heat-seeking missiles were what were called rear aspect missiles. So that meant you had to be behind your target. Like if you were flying head-on at a guy, your missile would be kind of aimed behind him, like tracking his hot exhaust. And would always miss. So you always had to be behind your target for those missiles. So yeah, I don't know. There was a lot of problems, and so ever since they've always had guns, and especially nowadays, where other than maybe the F-22, we don't really have dedicated air-to-air only fighters anymore.
Right. Yeah. Everything's just mix and match.
Yeah, like they kind of, just to get their bang for their buck, they want everything to be a bit of an all-rounder. So for close air support missions where you might be supporting troops on the ground in perhaps a counterinsurgency kind of mission in Afghanistan or whatever, where you've got troops on the ground providing you with fairly accurate targeting information, but they need some precision damage done to an enemy position where collateral damage might be a huge concern. So having a gun that can also be used for air-to-ground attacks is pretty handy.
So it's not for planes, really. It's just for soft targets.
Yeah, and I mean, like, you could hit a plane, but like I feel like with the missile technology we have nowadays, you're probably never going to see an air-to-air gun kill again. I don't think in an armed conflict. I don't know. I could be wrong. But, like, especially like right now, the bleeding edge of long-range radar-guided missiles, like. Dude, like an F-22 or an F-35 can shit out AIM 120s that have a range of like 100 miles and like and
Right,
an
yeah. Fire forget
incredible
frequency.
probability of kill, you know. And besides that, not only are they using their own radar, and radars like even like strike fighter air-to-air radars are amazing, but especially if you're the United States, you're also being supported by like an AWACS aircraft, or two, you know, at 50,000 feet, providing very, very good radar pictures of the situation and stuff like that. And so, you know, I think the era of the gunfighter is gone, but like I said, they learned their lesson after
Right.
Vietnam not to be so sure about that.
And who knows, maybe they'll have been like a technological evolution in the gun that makes it better. I mean, like I'm talking about what in the future, like railguns, they can shoot hundreds of miles.
Oh yeah, and perhaps something that has some sort of that's not just lined up with the aircraft nose, but something that can swivel a little bit, like a turret or something like that, and can so that you can have like computer assisted aiming and targeting and stuff like that.
Everything's coming out of the hands of the pilot. All they're really doing is putting inputs in now.
You know what? In fact, like, you know, say the F-35 or the F-22 or, you know, like whatever the cutting edge fighter jets that are being built right now, there's a very good chance that this is going to be like the last era where there even is a pilot.
Right. Well, I want to say I saw something where the next plane they're developing, the next jet fighter they're developing, is supposed to have like a basically drone wingman that just follow it around.
Mm-hmm. Even there's already been some experimentations, I think, with unmanned F-35s.
Now is that because it's a dangerous plane to fly? I've heard that the F-35 is kind of a waste of resources.
No, the F-35 is great. Like, yeah, it's expensive, but like if you go back to the 60s, the media was calling the F-14 a waste of money. In the 80s, they were calling the F-18 a waste of money. Like at all, fighters have, you know, military aircraft have always been really expensive, and you could definitely argue that a government could spend that money in better ways. But I don't know. There's this whole everybody likes to say like, oh, I saw this newspaper article one time about this one bad thing that happened to an F-35, so ergo the entire program was like a huge mismanaged boondoggle. No, F-35s are great. You know, they're the, you know, probably the most effective weapon in the world for delivering precision munitions over like medium to long distances. You know, like anything that is too far for a helicopter or an A-10 or something like that to travel.
Right.
And while also being able to provide its own air superiority, you know, and like not require an escort.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Also, I don't know where am I? 39 miles. Oh, I can probably see Vegas now. Can I? Where is this? Oh, this is this the town of Indian Springs? Where am I here?
Oh, that's where the Russians were earlier, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, that was Indian Springs. I just flew over. Getting pretty close to Vegas here. Fucking going pretty fast. Going. Oh, almost hit the speed. Hit the sound barrier here. If I'm going to go to burner for a minute because I got hardly any gas. I've already burned, since I refueled, I've burned 7,000 pounds of fuel. Yeah, I'm going just slightly above the speed of sound now. The F-18 isn't a super duper fast plane. Like the F-14 Tomcat or the F-15 Eagle are both way faster. Even the F-16 is quite a bit faster top speed.
Yeah, but this is more slots to put things on, right?
Yeah, it's very stable at low speeds, and plus it's it's small and a lot less expensive than an F-14 or an F-15 was, while still being rugged enough to handle carrier landings. So where did I take off? I took off on runway 03, so that means I'm landing on runway 21. So I'm going to go ahead and set a course here of 210. So now you can see here on my HSI, here is where I'm going, and here is the course I'm going to land on. So I'm going to turn left a little bit so I can come in on runway heading. Sun is just starting to set here. There's the beautiful downtown Las Vegas.
I've been meaning to ask, what is that? Like, I know it's a Greek alphabet. I can't think of it right now. The Jesus fish number.
Right here. I believe that is my angle of attack.
Oh, okay, that would make sense.
So that means, relative to like the absolute direction my plane is facing, my nose is 1 degree above my direction of travel.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
Which will actually become a little bit more important here. So there's Nellis. Good, they got the lights on for me. There's the racetrack. So I'm at 3,000 feet, 500 knots. Coming in like an absolute fucking boss. Unannounced landing, not radioing into anybody.
Altitude.
Well, I mean, you did just take down a friendly tanker. So
That is true.
Maybe it's
That
fun.
is true. All right, we'll be landing on 2-1. Fuck it, we'll go 2-1 right because that's closer to where I want to park. Landing on that runway right there. There we go. Drop a couple of flares and in the brake. So now I've got
So how much?
my throttle comes all the way back, my speed brake completely out. My speed's coming down enough that I can go gear down, flaps to full, track my speed brake. I'm on 030, so now I'm on the reciprocal of the runway heading. So now I'm heading the opposite direction of where I'm going to land. I'm a little bit far because I was not lined up above exactly the runway I was going to land on. I'm going to start trimming for landing. So now my nose is going to be pointed up in the air a little bit.
Right. Yeah.
So like you see that W, between my airspeed and my altitude on my heads-up display.
Yeah.
That's my nose. But the circle with the 3 lines coming up off of it, that's my direction of travel. So now I'm like 6 degrees or so nose up above where my direction of travel is.
Yeah.
And so this way I'm not going to flare the landing. My plane is already flared.
And I'm guessing that the horizon line, if your angle of travel where your nose was above that, you're gaining altitude.
Yeah, that's right. So right now I'm losing altitude about 500 feet per minute, a little bit high. So I'm gonna cut her, and I'm also cutting this corner a little tight. So yeah, I'm pretty high here. So I've got my throttle cut right back, and then I'm just going to slowly ease it in to kind of catch my descent. Yeah, I'm like way too high, though. I'm like 500 feet too high here. Luckily, I'm a Navy aircraft that can land on aircraft carriers and used to pretty hard landings. Anything below about 900 feet per minute of descent rate is okay in this plane, which usually is about a 3-degree dive or so. Now I'm immediately going to go air speed brake all the way out. Use my rudder. Fuck, my rudder is slipping because it's not anchored to the floor very well. Go full on brakes. Okay, my speed is below 50, so my speedometer doesn't do anything anymore. I'm gonna fucking pop the top, because I mean, hey, like, why drive a convertible if you're not gonna fucking drive around with the top down?
Right. So did you fly military planes, or did you just learn all of this on your
Oh no, yeah, no, never, not even close. I'm just some fucking Joe Blow who fucking plays video games. I've done a lot of research though, and you kind of have to in this simulator. Like,
Right.
it doesn't hold your
I saw you
hand.
pushing all the buttons.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
like,
dude.
how
Hey,
do you know what buttons would order?
you guys remember? You remember Independence Day, the Will Smith movie? Where
Oh,
there's,
yeah.
there's a scene where they're going, hey, we're in like some Air Force base in like the middle of the desert. We have a whole bunch of fighter planes, but no pilots. Does anybody know how to fly a plane? Because we need pilots to go
Right.
take these F-18s to go fight the aliens. Dude, I could do that. I know what all the buttons do in this plane.
Yeah.
Like the exact aircraft from that movie. Dude, I've probably spent 1,000 hours flying this plane at least in this simulator. I own a whole bunch of other planes for it, but like this is the one. This is my baby. This is the one that like I hop in here. I know where all the controls are. Like, it just feels like coming home.
So then, do you have your pilot license?
Nope. I have. I flew a plane one time when I was I guess in my early 20s. I had a buddy who was getting his pilot's license, and he took me up one time, and so I flew like a little single-engine Piper for like half an hour while you're in the air. But no, I'm not a pilot. I'm not. Like, I just fuck around on the internet, and like, dude, I'm not even good. Like, compared to most of the guys in my sort of virtual squadron that I fly with, like, those guys all know what they're doing. Me, I'm like just a fucking drunken clown who sucks.
I mean, you did pretty good today.
No, dude, like, man, you saw how much I struggled with refueling. That landing was absolutely garbage.
I mean, any landing where you're breathing is not.
Yeah, any landing you walk away from. Also, yeah, let's go park over here by the big boys, by the big birds. And here we're gonna fucking ghost ride the whip and eject, and just fucking ghost ride my fucking jet into that fucking transport plane. Yeah, it looks like it handled it pretty well.
What's with you and big planes? You just really don't like them, do you?
Fucking. Okay, now how does this work?
Now, okay, in this game, it's giving me kind of like Arma feelings with how.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like, it's kind of very realistic. So, can someone fly those refuelers? Like, could someone
no.
in a mission scenario be tasked to fly that?
No, which would be sweet, but no, those are not flyable. There's a list of about, I don't know, 30 or 40 planes that are the ones that like humans can fly, and those are the ones that have like all of the controls fully modeled, where you can like click on every switch and knob in the cockpit. But no, that would be sweet, because like Dude, guys that are into Flight Simulator are like huge nerds who would love to like fly the tanker around in circles for hours. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
like yeah, guys are just nerds. Like my whole Flight Simulator unit that I fly with, like we hardly ever do like combat exercises. There's probably 20 guys that pretty much all they do every time they fly is practice carrier landings.
I mean, carrier landings are fun.
Yeah, dude, pretty sweet. Here, what's it before if I'm just gonna fucking see what else I got here.
Have you
F-16.
ever played War of Thunder?
I for 5 minutes and then I realized I hated it.
That's fair.
F-18s. You know what, man? Like I'm not gonna hate on it. Like, if it's very much like not really a flight simulator, but
Right.
if
Yeah.
that's the gateway drug that gets people interested in flight simulators, okay, I'll allow it.
I mean, it's easier for me because I can use mouse and keyboard on it.
Yeah,
I
for
don't have
sure.
a joystick. And
Yeah.
like World War II era is my era. That's my favorite era of planes ever.
Oh yeah. No Spitfires on this server, eh? No Spitfires. Well, I guess we got to take a fucking. I saw it somewhere here. P-51. I sure hope it's running because I don't know how to start it. Oh god, it's not running. Fuck. Fuck. How do I start the P-51? Oh boy. Oh, I don't have any controls bound for it. No, fuck. Let's see. Fuel booster. No, I'm getting it mixed up with the Spitfire. No, fuck, I don't even remember how to prime the fuel system on this thing. I'm not gonna be able. Oh wait, does this thing have cheat start? Oh, good, it's got auto start. Beauty. In the meantime, I'm gonna go fucking try to load some controls for it. Don't know if this will work.
Now, I don't know how loud your engine sounds are, but the P-51 is a very loud plane.
Yeah, and I think the sounds are done quite well for it in this. Trim.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
All right, I'm back. Have we got?
Well, it's running.
controls?
The plane is running, which is a good sign. Of course, what's going to happen is I'm going to destroy it on takeoff and then have to like go through the auto start again. So if that happens, I will
Oh yeah,
probably.
do you have much tail wheel takeoff experience?
No, but that of the 3 or 4 warbirds that I've flown in this sim, the P-51 I find is the easiest to control.
That's probably fair. What are the others?
Well, the Spitfire is a fucking dog on the ground. The Spitfire is a joy to fly in the air and an absolute bear to fly on the ground. Okay, throttle. Yep, there's throttle. Oop, whoops, fuck. What's going on here? Okay, got throttle. I need propeller RPM. Need that on my other axis. Prop. No, that's just pitch. Where's engine RPM? Oh, fuck, I trimmed rudder wrong. Or I didn't trim my rudder, I trimmed my fucking ailerons. Oh no. My manifold pressure's a little high. Let's bring back the engine RPM a little bit here.
Oh man, it's so different looking, like, at the instruments you on this one compared to the last one. Like, this one's still got that slip indicator, the classic.
Yeah, step on the ball. I'm not gonna lie, I'm happy that I got it off the ground and I'm in control relatively.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but like I said, of all the World War II planes I've flown in this game, the P-51 is the one that, like, I have the easiest time controlling. I don't have a lot of experience with the German planes. The German ones, I think most of them have automatic propeller pitch control or engine RPM control, so you only have, it's like a modern plane where you just have to worry about the throttle. But I don't really know much about them.
I know enough about the BF-109 to know it was the most produced plane in history, but it also has, like, only 10 of them remain in real life.
Yeah. I think there are 2 different 109 models in this game. There's like a...
Is there the Avia?
Yeah, there's an A and a, either a D or a K. I'm gonna get the Focke-Wulf 190 and the BF 109 mixed up here.
Oh, then it's probably G in there. Maybe E. If it were A, that's like super. Like, I don't even know if those is something common. Like, we had 109E was the one in the Battle for Britain.
All right, let's see if I can put her down without bouncing the prop off the pavement.
Just remember, any landing that you walk away from is successful.
Yeah, what always happens to me is because I'm so used to flying the Hornet, which has really beefy brakes for carrier stuff, and so like as soon as I touch down on that thing, I just slam the wheel brakes on full, Whereas on these, if you hit the brakes like that as soon as you touch down, the plane's gonna dip forward. You're gonna smoke the propeller on the
Yeah.
ground.
Gonna flip sometimes.
Oh, I'm going fast. Fucking 350.
So what free is easiest? I remember downloading it forever ago, but it wouldn't work on my phone.
So the plane I'm flying right now is free, and this one's great because it's it's a fully interactive, clickable cockpit. But this is it's not actually a P-51, it's a T-51. It's a trainer variant that has no weapons, and so that's free. And there's also a Russian Su-25, which is like a kind of like the Russian equivalent of the A-10. It's like a heavy air-to-ground strike fighter,
Right.
slash light bomber. But that one is not a fully clickable cockpit. That one you need you need to bind hotkeys and stuff for everything.
Wait, are those the only
Oh,
two? I
and
thought there were tons.
I am a glider now.
Wait, what happened? Out of
I'm not sure. I might have like exceeded my oil pressure or something. No, I got my gear down.
weird.
We're gliding pretty well here. My airspeed is still high. Like I'm too fast for landing right now. So I guess that's a good problem to have right now.
I just got to the part where why is the propeller stuck like that?
I seized my motor or something. I'm not sure what happened.
Oh,
Did something dumb. I'm bringing back the throttle despite the fact that my my engine is not running.
yeah, it's just memory, right? Just muscle memory.
Fuck, still way too fast here. Way too fast. Oh, and I'm sinking through the ground. Oh no. Ooh, that's a bounce. Oh. That's trouble.
That was a big bounce. Oh, I see the trouble.
a little bit of trouble. Just a little bit on fire.